How y'all doing? Wishing y'all a good week. Holidays are coming up, so I hope everyone enjoy their holidays, at least try to. And I'm on here to speak about some hot news topics. Um, of course, I want to discuss our that meeting that uh, President Trump had with Zohran Madani. You know, even I thought it was going to go like how the first time Lizinski came, and how that meeting went horrible. But it turns out they had a good meeting, great meeting. I mean, Trump looked like he really was into Zoran there. Had great conversation, and everybody calls him. He does say he's a Democrat socialist, and looks like Trump was willing to work with him, and I think it shocked the MAGA supporters and even the left, the Democrats. Like they didn't know what was going to happen, but it turned out favorable for Zoran. And from me watching him, he is a smooth talker. He seems very upbeat. He smiles a lot, which is helpful to be positive. And I recall watching when he won. He was partying. He was having a good old time. And plus, he's young, so he has innovative, fresh, new ideas that the older generation might not favor. Um, so that was interesting to watch, and people are like, "What's happening?" He looks like he likes him. Whatever. Anyway, that's that's all I have to say about that. It kind of tickled me to watch the expression, the going back and forth, the reporters asking him questions, and Zoran had an answer for everything. Okay, smooth talker. What? Oh, today, some of the senators and I think military people did a commercial where they're encouraging other military, active duty military veterans to do the right things, to do the lawful things. So let's say the current administration asks them to do something unlawful, or they know that is not right, not morally right, to not do it. So today, I heard one of the senators, Pete Hegseth. If I'm saying the name wrong, I do apologize. But the man that Trump chose. What did they change the department? Is the Defense of War? That guy. Yeah. That a lot of people don't think he's qualified for. Is having the Pentagon investigate the Senator Mark Kelly, which is an upstanding guy. He was in the military. He was an astronaut, went up in space. This guy is qualified. He probably should have Pete's position, to be honest. They investigated him because he used freedom of speech, and he was in that like commercial, that advertisement encouraging other active duty military members to do the right thing and do not do anything unlawful. So I guess this is a revenge tactic to go after him. But you know what? Senator Mark Kelly, he is military. He's not backing down. He's gonna have to stand up for what's right. And sometimes when you stand up for what's right, people try to step on you and take you down. Oh, that reminds me of another revenge method that was going on. They had these indictments open for, well, Comey got indicted, and I think Letitia James, that's her name, got indicted. Both of the cases were dismissed today because the judge, the attorney that brought it against him didn't do things right. Okay, and I don't know. As far as her training, her bar license, that's in question. So that was dismissed. From last week, our current administration has not been having a good week. On Friday, Marjorie Green surprisingly resigned, and her last day is January 5th. And I watched her video. I mean, I agreed with everything the lady said, even though, I usually don't. But I understand. Some people saying, "Oh, she's giving up too easily just because, people are threatening her life and Trump, talking badly, but Trump talks badly about a lot of people, really. People think that Trump has thin skin and he cannot take criticism well, but he does love compliments. Okay? So, like the late night comedian, late night shows like Jimmy Kimmel, he comes out every night and he just says what he has to say. Yes, his job was in danger once they did take off his show off the air for a little bit, but he's back on, and Trump be threatening to try to get him off again because he don't like what the man has to say, and I think a couple other late night comedians he doesn't care for either. And the reporters who ask him questions, if you don't ask him something that he likes or favorable or make him show him in a good light, he's gonna ask you, "What news media are you from?" "Oh, CNN. Ugh, it's a terrible news reporting. You're a terrible person." He's always, it doesn't matter. I've heard him ask different reporters who are they, reporting for, on whatever news media it is. It could be Bloomberg, ABC, NBC. He said they're all fake news and not valid. So I'm like, okay, I mean, don't have nobody ask you anything. Because obviously you're going to say fake news for everything. Anyway, the Epstein file is still not out. We haven't heard anything more about it since he signed it, but everybody's speculating that they're gonna make sure Pam Bondi, they say, is gonna make sure that it doesn't come out, or they're gonna try to remove everything that's relating to Trump, or whatever. So people are waiting on that. I mean, when you look at the government and who are in there, you're just looking at them as they're completely evil. And some people are speculating that Marjorie Green is going to run for president, but she came out herself and said that that is not true. I mean, there's no thought of that now. But to be completely honest, I don't even know if America's ready for a woman president. I mean, they obviously didn't like Kamala. She's a woman, but she was also black and Indian descent and so forth. So, they didn't want any, I guess, brown person people in the administration. When Obama won, I was surprised that he won because I thought that America would not be ready. I didn't even think he would get in. I might have voted for him, but I honestly didn't think they would give him a chance. But he was the hope president. He had hope, and people wanted hope. Right now, the administration that we have in there, people a lot do not care for it, and it doesn't inspire hope. It makes us think that America is being destroyed from inside out. There's no freedom of speech because if you disagree clearly from other politicians just disagreeing with the current administration, you see it clearly, they're being attacked or there's a revenge thing going on, and it's just crazy, y'all. And as an average bystander here, just watching everything plays out, it's like a reality show to me, and can be very entertaining that I have to sit down in the evening and heck, if I have to get popcorn, I might have to pop me some. Because to listen to see what's going on, there's to me no professionalism. Like, I am used to government being run a different way. You know, everything goes to the Congress. They got to vote on it. It has to go to the president desk. He might sign it. He might veto it. You know, the usual. But the 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 game has changed. The players have changed, and don't know how it's gonna go. So you know, I just wait, watch, and see. And I do think the people in there now are evil, because you know the okay. For instance, now the SNAP, I guess food stamp. You know, everybody who was on it, I heard, has to reapply. So, guys, the ones that were getting like those big checks, uh, you may not be getting that anymore. But there was the ones who hardly got anything. Anyway, you know, they're used to it. You you may not get anything. You might not get food stamps anymore. Might not get selected. And my suggestion for the people that the healthcare premiums that might go up next year if they don't decide anything by the end of January 2026, try to get all your things done by this end of the year. Go get your physical, go if you have a dental plan, go get your cleaning. Just go get everything checked out if possible before the end of the year, just in case, you know, things don't go your way and you can't afford for next year. And try to look for alternatives, because you definitely cannot depend on the government like that, because clearly they're disappointing a lot of people. And the hope thing has gone out the window. I'm a hopeful person, but I can't hope in the government, because they do not bring me joy. Other things bring me joy, but not the government. But anyway, that's it today. It's been very interesting seeing all the dirt play out, being shown in the public, because there is dirt. It's just the truth take a while to come out. And you know, people are so used to lying, but what's done in the dark always come out in the light. Trust me, it may take years, but it will come out. It will come out, and then you just have to pray and do what's right, and it will eventually work in your favor. It just takes time, and you have to keep fighting, and you can't give up, and you just have to try to do the right things. Guys, you guys have a good evening. Enjoy your holidays, and hopefully you have good food, and enjoy with your family. See y'all later. Oh, and remember to share and like. It is helpful. And I talk to y'all again.